Hey, you guys. Sorry I haven't been here in a few days. I've been sick. My husband's been sick. Whatever's going around, we caught it. I hope y'all are doing fine and nobody is sick. Okay, I've got something really cool. I'm going to wait a few minutes because I want to try to get some in here to see. But it has something to do with this book. So we'll start at about probably a minute and a half. And that way it gives some people time to come in. So if you hear me coughing, I'm sorry if I have to clear my throat. If I mute every single time I have to do it, you'll never hear me talk because I'm telling you, this shit is wicked. So I was on last week and I showed this book. I just got it. I was doing this picture and actually I'm done with this picture. I might do a background, but I don't know. I'm kind of liking it just the way it is. I've got the, I don't know if you can see it. Yep, the gold gel glitter pen and the silver. And it's really pretty. So I was telling everybody, this book says book 2. I love these books. I'm collecting this. I love Molly Jack. Whoever this young lady is, she has some seriously awesome artwork. She's very talented. So I got that one. Here, let's set that. Lord, you guys, I need somebody to come over and clean my art room. Okay. So do y'all remember I told you that I absolutely had to find book 1. I found book 1. I was so excited when I found this book. So yeah, I got it. It's here. I'm excited. This is the one we're going to work in today. I'm going to do a quick flip. I have something else to show you, and then we'll color. Okay, the art of color, book 2, or book 1, sorry. Isn't the little lamb cute? Okay, these are one-sided, so and I'll show you what I mean by that because you're gonna see that there's things on the other side, but okay, there's the introduction. I'll give it a minute if you want to read it. Take a screenshot, read all about it. The information page if you want to take a screenshot and read about it. I'm trying to break the spine. Okay, and this book belongs to, and I just love her little bows. They're just so, I think they're going to be really pretty when I color it. Okay, this is what I mean by one-sided. This is the picture that's on the other side. You can color it, and it's got a date finished, but the date finished is meant for this page, not for this. This is the back side of every page. So they're technically one-sided, but she puts such cute pictures on the back side that you almost want to color a couple of them. So yeah, here's a little kitty. This reminds me of what's the little dude on Star Wars? Yoda. That's what it is. Yoda. Her little face is just gorgeous. Just looks like she's saying, Mom, another picture. Really? Just let me go play. And this is probably the picture I'm going to do today because I can't wait to see how it turns out. And then a little bunny. A little teddy bear. When my kids were little, I always got them a teddy bear for Christmas. Good old St. Nick. Good old St. Nick's looking kind of old there. This is just so sweet. Mom and dad and baby. This one is adorable. Look at how cute. You just want to pick him up and hug him. He said, ooh, I want the cookies. Little gingerbread dude. The paper's, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not feeling well. The paper's like, it's Amazon paper. It's not great, but it's usable. I'm assuming a baby dragon. Oh, the little kitties outside, they're cold. Need to bring them in for Christmas. Need to bring them in, just period. It's cold out there. Mr. Squirrel going for a walk. I think he's out to collect a Christmas tree. What do y'all think? I think that's what's happening. Oh, I just got something black on my table. Hold on a minute, you guys. Don't want it on my books. So I gotta make sure I get the. Okay, sorry. Let's move on. Ooh, the Christmas cake. What kind of cake do y'all think that is? And I know it's got raspberries on it, but it doesn't have to be a raspberry cake. They could have raspberry in between the two layers. Could be chocolate. Could be vanilla. Don't know. There's a baby cow. I'm pretty sure by the looks of this, it's a baby ostrich. Because that's how an ostrich eyes and beaks look when they're all grown up. Could even be a baby eagle. It's a baby something. Sorry, I had to take a drink. I'm assuming these are twins. Very pretty. Cardinals. I think he's peeking out trying to see Santa Claus. Gonna get in trouble. This is pretty. If I had a doorway that looked like this, that's just what I would do. I mean, my porch, I could do it with the trees. But hanging that wreath like that, I've got a screen door, so I don't know if that would, I mean, I put a reef on my screen door, but I don't know if it looks like that when you, it's pretty though. Polar bears. Oh, he didn't get what he wanted. Here is one. You know what? He just pissed right off. Aw. Are they knitting something? Huh. There you go. All bundled up in a nice cup of cocoa. Sounds good to me. I'm gonna say Mrs. Snowman. It's pretty how they got the building in the back. Look at how that pops right off the page. And we get the puppies. That looks like a Christmas Eve picture. I'm not sure what this is all about. I don't know if it got cut off or if it's supposed to look like that, but it's just kind of different. I don't know. I don't know if I like that or not. You know, there could be the other side of the tree. There could be furniture. There could be anything right here. And I don't know if I like that. This is just gorgeous. I'm hoping that it's Mom and they're not out there walking in the woods by themselves. Mr. Hedgehog. Looks like he's going to play Santa. Looks like they make him. A lot of little mice critters. Yeah, fell asleep. If I could draw, I'd put like a Christmas tree in the background to make him look like he fell asleep under the Christmas tree. But I can't draw. My circles don't even make circles. They kind of make ovals. She's so pretty. No, I really didn't like mess with the bulb, Mom. I really didn't. And then that is the last page. Then you've got your test your colors. I think this is really neat because this tells you like the medium you use for each page. All her books have this, and I think it's just great. It's also got a little place for notes. And then that's the end of the book. This is the back of the book. Sorry for the glare. And that's the front of the book. It's a thick book. You get how many pages do you get? 40? You get 40 pages in here for, I think I paid $8.99 for it, which still wasn't bad. For the artwork, you don't even have to color this. Just looking at it is amazing. Okay, so we got that one. It's by Molly Jack. Check her books out. Most of the ones I've all seen are adult grayscale. Don't be afraid of grayscale. It's just going to help your picture look better. That's all. You color it the same way you do any other picture. Okay, so on to the next thing I bought. I am doing a picture in one of Johanna Basford's books. No, I'm sorry. Johanna Carlson. Where did that book go? Anyways, I used a watercolor black pen for the background on one of them, and it turned out really super nice. But I only had the one. So I didn't want to buy a set of watercolor pens because I'm not going to use all of them. I just wanted the black for the background. And it had, the one I used had a brush tip. So this one, they have a brush tip. And you can see, they go down really smooth. You know, and if you don't pick it up, you're not going to get streaks. They color nicely. And, you know, of course, watercolor does not go through. So, and they have a fine tip too. So they're nice pens, and there's 12 in here. And I got them on Amazon. They're, yeah, I can't say that name. And for the price of them, I think I paid $8 and some change for them for 12. So it wasn't a bad price. And like I said, I didn't want to buy a whole bunch of different ones. So, yeah. All right. Let's do some coloring because that's what I want to do today. I'm not feeling good. I need to relax some. I'm going to put a couple of these in. I have these little jar candle holder. They're votive candle holders. They're from Party Light, and they're etched crystal. And I love these things. So I just decided to use them for a pen holder because I don't want to put a candle in them and burn them. I'm going to put a couple of my new pens in here, and that way when I need them, they're out and ready to go. There we go. Stuck them right in there. And then I have another one. It is right here. That has like my brushes for doing soft pastels, or my gel. Yeah, okay. My King Arts, my gel sticks, and markers, and my water brushes. Just things that, you know, I'm going to need as I'm coloring. Okay, my brush, my book. These pens can go with the extra ones down on my cart. And I need a piece of paper for the center of this. You know, I'm serious. My art room has never looked like this, and it's really getting on my nerves. But every time I go to clean it, something happens, and I have to go off and do something else. And I'm just going to come in here, shut the door, leave my phone in another room, and just work on my art room because I don't like being disorganized. Okay, so this is a piece of cardstock, and this is how I do my covers for my books. Because if you put it in your book stand and you set it up like that, the paper just kind of goes to the bottom, and then it makes your books kind of sit funny, which will end up eventually bending your books. So I put a piece of paper in here, and I make sure I get it as straight as possible. And then I grab a pen, and I just go along the edge. Really, oh, see, I can't even draw a straight line. And then I put my pen back, and I cut that to size. And that way, it doesn't hang out the top or the bottom. And it's strictly for this book. And then you don't have to worry about finding a piece of paper because you've always got one. Because it stays in the book. And then if you want, like I save these because my granddaughter and her friends come over, and that's the piece that came off of here. I save these, and they make bookmarks and stuff out of them. So it doesn't get wasted. Waste not, want not. Okay. Now I can put this behind the page that I want to do. And I'm going to do this one. It's perfect. Just a little tip for y'all. Okay. I'm thinking red, red, green. Or should I do green, green, red? If I do green, green, red, and then red bows, it's going to be a lot of green, isn't it? But I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to go green, green, red. Okay. Let's get some green out. Let's see. Got a few different greens in here. I know, I'm making a bunch of noise. Okay, let's see which one we want to do. Because we also have leaves to do. So I don't want my leaves and my candy the same color green. I want them to, I think I want the leaves darker. So let's see. We can do we'll do those. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna start with a I'm using my colors, and this is called a fresh green. What's the number on here? My goodness, they put them on this silver stuff and it glares. You can't see it. 134. This is out of the 240 set. I don't have the 300 set. I'm I've got the 180, I've got the 240. I'm good. I'm trying to be really good, and I buy books. I'm never gonna not buy books. That's just part of coloring, I guess. But as far as my buying pencils and markers and all the other stuff that goes along with it, I have a lot. I have 30 some sets of pencils. One of them, the one set is a 520 set. I'm not going to use those pencils. Like, I'll have pencils till the day I go. My granddaughter will still have my pencils. Now, there are some that I do really, really like, and when I run out, it's going to be really hard for me not to replace them, but I'm trying not to. Like Prismas, you can buy single Prismas. That's what I like about that. And I just showed you with my water pens that I just bought. I didn't need the whole set. I wasn't going to use the whole set. I just wanted the black, so I think from now on, it's kind of what I'm going to do. I'm just going to buy, watch your ears, I'm going to sharpen. I'm just going to buy the things I run out of that I really like. Like if I need a new eraser or one of the pencils that I use out of a set, if I can get it singly, I'll do that instead of buying the whole set. Because that's just, I don't know. If I don't slow down, I'm not gonna go broke, but I'm gonna run out of room is what I'm gonna do. To be honest, I'm gonna run out of room. And that to me is just ridiculous. I've got a 10 by, I don't know, 10 by 10 or 10 by 12 room. It's a bedroom. It's a nice size, and this thing is packed. I have no room to put anything in here. And yeah, I always find, room for more books or whatever the case, but even I even need to slow down on that because that's just, I mean, face it. Yes, I color in my books, and the new ones I get, I color in those, but I'm never gonna color in every single, like, finish every single book I have. It's not gonna happen. And honestly, we all just want the new books. And if I finish a book and I see a new book that comes out, if it's not like a Marie Troll or Kirby Roseanne, I think I'm going to really super slow down because honestly, it's just getting out of control. And I have really slowed down a lot because I used to buy 4 and 5 books at a time when I, buy books, but lately I've just noticed I've only been buying one here and there. And I'm good with that. got to be one that super catches my eye. Now, this author, Molly Jack, she's got still a couple books on my list that I'm going to get, just because I love her style. But I don't know of any other new books that is really like tugging at my strings for me to get. Boy, my nails look terrible. I keep saying I'm going to cut them. I've just been kind of blah lately. And then we got sick. My husband was really sick night before last. I almost took him to the ER. And I don't think he would have argued with me, and that's how sick he was. Because he don't go to the ER unless, like, it's really bad. But thank the man upstairs, he is feeling a lot better. Me, I still have the thing in my throat. Feels like I've got a cotton ball stuck down there. And the cough. My nose runs 24/7. So I'm thinking mine's not the same as his. I think mine are just sinuses, and I think that it's here to stay. But we'll see. I don't know if I should take a white pencil and color in the white, or if I should just let it be. I mean, I really don't use my white pencils a whole lot, so it wouldn't be like I'd be wasting them, but oh yeah, I'll see. By the time we get done doing this, we'll see what happens. I'm just coloring in the shaded spots with grass green, because again, I don't want these to be the same color as the leaves. I want them to be a bit lighter. I don't want them blending in. And I think I'm going to do a I think a red and gold would look really pretty ribbon, but that's so traditional. Do I really want to do that, or do I want to just kind of go out of the box and do something else? Bring the light green back in. Go over the shaded spots. Put a little bit more pressure down. And I'm going to try to varnish it with the lighter color green, for the simple fact that a lot of times if you use the blender pencil on grayscale, you'll end up with a muddy look because it also blends in the ink from the paper. So I'm going to just try to use this. And just put as many layers as you want down to make it look how you want it to look. My sleeve keeps catching the corner of the picture. See, I'm not liking that down there. I don't think there's going to be anything I can do about it. I think it's the way I colored it. And see, that's the thing too. You got to really watch with pencils, because I have a tendency to go in strokes, like strokes this way or strokes this way, instead of going in circles. When you go in strokes, you leave stroke marks. When you go in circles, you do not leave those. You won't see like this line right here. It's too prominent for me, but that's my fault because I went this way with the pencil and then I went this way with the pencil. You can't do that. You have to go in little circles. And sometimes if you go in circles over that spot, it'll take it away, but again, it's the way I colored it, so it's my fault. And I'm okay with that. Okay, so we'll go in with that light. And again, in circles, because I do not want the lines. I don't hate lines. That's a harsh word, but I don't like them at all. I don't like to see pencil strokes on my picture. And this one had a lot of shading in it, so we're just going to do this. And then watch your ears. And then we're going to come back in and go over it. We're having barbecued country ribs for dinner. With I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to make with them. Neither one of us are feeling really like eating. We just know we have to, so. I don't know, I might just do a side salad with them or something, because right at the moment, nothing really sounds good. Like baked potato or, none of that. Just, it sounds heavy is what it sounds like. It's like my stomach's saying, no, I don't think so. Either that or I'll make some kind of like butternut squash or some asparagus or something. pencils on this paper leave a little bit of like pencil dust. So when you see me brush it off, that's what's happening. Pencil dust. And I'm not even using a heavy hand. It's the paper, it's the pencils, it's a combination of... Sorry, I have to turn my paper, guys. Oh, I was going to tell y'all. I know most of you, I don't know if you like hearing about it or don't like hearing about it, but I like telling it. So, my granddaughter made cheerleader of the year on her team. They had the banquet and stuff after the after her competition, and she was picked cheerleader of the year. Boy, oh boy, was she ever proud, and so were her parents. You think I'm a proud grandma? You should see her parents. They're just ecstatic over her stuff that she accomplishes. And for her age, it's like, wow. You know, they were going through, because I seen the video, I didn't get to go, but they were going through all the stuff that she was doing through the year. And it was like, holy cow. Proud grandma, but boy, oh boy, it makes you think that they just need to, when do they get time to be at home and take a breath? As she says, Grandma, I do get to sit home, but I get bored. Because that's all she's ever known, They're a very active family. I don't know, maybe it's just me today, but I don't think I'm liking this. But like it's what I've only done like 3 stripes. So I'm kind of thinking it's just me today. It's in a yucky stage. Sorry guys, I'm so quiet. It's really hard to talk nonstop when your throat is it doesn't hurt. It's just it's scratchy and dry and just kind of. But I haven't been on in a while, and I wanted to color, and the house is quiet. Oh, and I wanted to show you all this new book. I was excited. All right, I'm going to mute for a minute. Just hang on. I'm sorry. I thought it muted. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cough in your ear. But yeah, supposed to go to the mother-in-law's for Thanksgiving this year because she's getting kind of old for us to be dragging her in and out and driving 2 hours one way and another 2 hours, 2.5 hours to get back to her place. And it just gets to be a lot when you're, for her and for us. And so I think we're just all getting together at her place. We're all doing a dish and bringing it. She's not doing anything because, she doesn't have to. And I think we got everything divvied up on who's doing what, all the way down to the plates and silverware, because we don't want to stand there and do dishes all night, and we don't want her doing it either. So it is knit and pretty Dollar Tree silverware. And it's not about what you eat off of. It's not about even what you eat. It's about the people you're with. So even if we were having sandwiches on a paper plate in a living room, sitting on the floor, and just us and the kids, it is what it is. I'm grateful that I woke up that morning. I'm grateful that I'm with my family eating those sandwiches. I think the holidays are too commercialized these days. People's lost sight of what's important. And I'm guilty of it too. I am. I try really hard not to be, but I'm not perfect. Nobody is. But I do always thank my lucky stars and the Lord above. I wake up every morning to see my granddaughter and to hear about my granddaughter and my kids and my crabby mother-in-law. No, she's a good woman. Her and I gotten along from day one. We've gotten in our tiffs, but I couldn't have asked for a better mother-in-law, to be honest. It's just now that she's older and I'm older, it's just she gets on my nerves. And that's more my fault than it is hers. I'm one of those people that I'm in my element if I'm taking care of people. And, when I get with her, there's things she needs. And usually 99, 97% of the time, it's me. If it's not me, it's my daughter. Especially if we're in a restaurant or at somebody else's house, or she has a hard time walking and she has a hard time sitting and getting up. So she looks upon us to, make sure she gets to the restroom and gets back. I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem with is she lives alone, and that's what I got the problem with. It's she doesn't need to. She's got here. She's got my one brother-in-law. Heck, even if it was down to my children, she's got my son's house. My daughter would even make room, so she's got places she could go. She just won't. And I get it. I wouldn't want to either. It's always uncomfortable to sleep over at somebody's house, let alone, move in with them. I wouldn't want to give up my home, but it's getting to the point where it's almost unsafe for her to be there because her home's older. It's got steps going in and out of the house. Her laundry is in what we call the back room, and that goes down 3 steps to get into the back room. She's not, how do I say, steady on her feet enough to not go down there with help. She's already fallen a couple times. We have done everything to those stairs to make it safe for her. New handrails, on both sides. The only other thing we can do is to put like a ramp over the stairs, but she doesn't want that because she's scared that her ankle won't hold her up as she's going down. She's afraid of the slant. So everything that we've suggested, everything that we've tried, she's cut down and said no. So it's to the point that I think that we need to step in, and the no's and the I can'ts and I won't and all that needs to be out the window, because when it's her safety, that's when I think they need to step in. But I'm the daughter-in-law. I have no I won't say right, but technically, yeah, I have no rights. And she's got 3 sons, and every one of them, including my husband, says that she's of sound mind, and they're not gonna force her to do something she doesn't want to do. So I have thrown my hands up because, they don't want to listen. And I know that sounds terrible. But, there's nothing else I can do. I can't force these people to do what I tell them. And the thing that scares me is that their mom's going to be the one that pays for it. And But, you know, again, nothing I can do. You know, they all tell me, well, we're not going to force her. We're not going to force her. Okay, don't force her. Sit down and talk to her. But let her know that, you know, she's going to have to do this. Well, isn't that like forcing her? I don't know, but you better do something before she gets seriously hurt and nobody's around to know about it. But yet when something happens, it'll be, Kim, can you do this? Kim, can you do that? I'm the only daughter-in-law. The one brother is divorced and the other brother is widowed. So that leaves me. And hell, I have a hard enough time taking care of myself. Okay, now that doesn't look bad. Now I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to, because I don't want this to be a real long live, so I can just go ahead and work on other stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to outline the green with a silver glitter gel pen, just to give it some sparkle. And then I'll show you guys what it'll look like when these two are done. Yes, I am concentrating to stay on the line. Well, I want to do the back first because I don't want to stick my hand in it. I don't want to stick my hand in the gel pen when it's wet. So I try to do the farthest from me and then work my way in. And that way I don't smudge the pen or the marker or the paint, whatever I'm using. Yeah, this looks really nice. I'm glad I did this. And then I'll outline the stripes going down the stick. Because you know, everything at Christmas is glitter. At least around my house it is. Okay, let's see if I can show you guys. Let's see. Can we get the sparkle? Yep, there it is. I got the sparkle. Not a lot, but just enough to give it some sparkle. Okay, let's do, what kind We've been at an hour, so we still got about 30 minutes. So let's do the red one. Let's see, what color red do we want? Okay. We're going to use carmine red and dark brownish red. And I'm going to put a light covering over everything. And I think I will also use the silver glitter on this one, but I think I'm going to use the gold on the ribbon. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to do a red ribbon. It's a toss-up between a red one and a blue one. I could even do a purple one. Purple and gold would be pretty. See, this is what I do. It's like when I think I have everything I want to do a picture and I know how I want it to go, by the time I'm done, it's nothing like I started out with, because I changed my mind halfway through. And that's okay. So everybody says, well, do you pick your colors? Do you do this? Do you do that? Nope. I wing it, because by the time I'm done, there's no point. You know, when I started out, these two were going to be red and this was going to be green, but totally backwards now. So by the time I'm done, I could end up with gold leaves and who knows what color bow. But that's okay, because in the long run, it turns out perfect. Well, perfect for me. We've been on 1 hour and 3 minutes. I usually like about 1.5 hour video. Gives me time to get some of the page done for you guys. If I just did an hour video, it's like you get very little done on the page. Okay, so this stick goes to this one, and stick goes to that one. So I told everybody I was listening to audiobooks. Well, they were more like short stories. And I was loving them. But then I clicked on this one and it was a novel. It was a full-length book. I am so addicted to this stuff. I don't watch a lot of TV. I'm just not into, my husband every now and then will say, hey, you want to watch a movie, Yellowstone or something, and I'll watch with him once in a while, but I don't get into TV. So normally when it's, time to turn off the lights and the day's over, and I play games on my phone, or I've been playing with these coloring app things, and listen to these audiobooks. I think in the last probably week and a half, I've listened to 5 of them. They are fantastic. But you can listen to them while you're doing dishes. You can listen to them while you're folding laundry. You can it's just they're so nice to do. If I sit down and read a book, I will fall asleep. Probably 20 minutes to a half hour of getting into the book. I'll fall asleep. Happens every time. Even if it's a really good book. Don't know what it is about reading a book that puts me to sleep, but now at least I can listen to them and almost get the same experience, besides, not using my brain to read. But yeah, it's nice. Somebody must be live, because I haven't even gotten a hello today. And that's okay. Like I said, if I get you guys to watch it on playback and you enjoy it, then I'm a happy camper. You don't have to come in and talk to me. I'm okay with that. It's just, as long as you like it, I will keep doing it. Okay, let's see. What else is happening in this world? My world. Not much. We haven't been feeling all that great, and we really seriously really need to go grocery shopping, because I just opened my last package of tissues, which means I only got like 4 boxes left, and I am on my last 3 rolls of TP. And around here, you don't just run up to the store to grab, hey honey, run up to the store to grab milk. No, it doesn't work that way. I mean, it could, but you'll drive anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes to get there, and then 20 to 30 minutes to get back for a gallon of milk. Yeah, it's not usually worth it. You spend more in probably gas than you do on the milk. But that's just how we think. I personally am not gonna get dressed and drive 30 minutes to just pick up a few things. So, yeah, that's where that is. Usually I've got it done, over with, and, by this time of the month, we're just, everything's stocked up and we're good to go. Not this month. I need those hash brown potatoes, you know, the Ore-Ida ones for Thanksgiving. And we were sick, so I called my son. I said, hey, because he lives in like the next town over. I said, do me a favor. I said, you guys are feeling better, right? He says, yep. I said, okay. I said, run up and grab me 5 bags of these potatoes. Because 2 years ago, I waited until the last minute. Couldn't find those things nowhere. We ended up not having them. I said, well, I don't want to do that because that's my dish to bring. I'll get them early. So now I got to stop by his house when I go to go shopping to get my potatoes. But at least I got them. Then I don't have to worry about it. And no, I'm not making 5 bags at one meal. I've got 2 Thanksgivings I'm having, so it's 2.5 bags for one and 2.5 bags for the other. Some people have to work and can't make it to my mother-in-law's for Thanksgiving, so we're going to do a small one with them. I don't like to see white spots in my colors. That's why I love my blender pencils, and I could use the white and use it as a blender pencil, but to me it just kind of dulls the color. So I just assume just use the lightest of the colors that I use. This one has a lot of white in it. Which means, yes, I'm pushing a little bit harder on my pencil, but I can't help it. It's just kind of how my brain works. And you don't have to do it that way. You can lay down watercolors and wait for them to dry and then put in the shading. Or you can use watercolor markers and do that. With these books, I would not use like anything that's super wet. I wouldn't, because it's gonna go right through the paper. It's gonna eat your paper. You'll end up like with paper. You know how when you have a tissue, you have those little tissue bunnies? That's what you're gonna end up with, is paper bunnies. And then your picture is gonna be ruined. So anything that's really super wet, I wouldn't use on here. I'd even be careful with like heavy, like doing a picture with gel pen, because the paper will do the same thing. It'll just clump right up and you'll wear it right through to the next page because it's that thin. So yeah, I just be careful. You'll know, you'll feel it. It's I can't tell you how to tell because it's more of a feeling than it is a tell. It's like you won't see it happening, but you'll feel it happening. Um, so it's kind of one of those things. It's pretty much by the touch. Oh shoot, I was gonna try something new with you guys today and just forgot all about it. Doggone it. Well, I'll write it down and we'll try it next time. Remind me. Say, Kim, washi tape. Because I have an idea I want to do with my washi tape. I think my voice is getting ready to go. Sorry, y'all. I didn't want to clear my throat and blow your eardrums out. Kind of miss I color with Coloring View and Linda B and Bubble Studio and me, Coloring View, Linda B. I don't know. There's a few of us. I miss them. I haven't seen them in a few days. It's fun coloring with all of them. We all have a good time when we color together. But y'all check out their channels. Miss View she loves watercolors. She colors with watercolors a lot. Miss Linda, she just colors amazing. Oh, excuse me, hold on. Okay, that time I didn't blow out your eardrum. But Miss Linda, she's just good at coloring. Bubble Studios, she does a little bit of everything. And so does Miss View, but I think her main thing is going to end up being watercolors because she just is really good with them and she likes them a lot. Where, mine's basically pencils. I embellish with a bunch of other stuff, but very seldom will you see me color with a marker or something. But Miss Bubbles, she uses everything. And she's a gamer. Don't ask me her gaming channel. I don't know. I don't know if she uses the same name for the gamer or not. But I'm sure when you're watching her videos, she'll tell you. But man, that girl can color. She's amazing. Now, we have what we call fast colors and slow colors. Sorry for making that sound terrible, but my pronunciation's terrible. Which means, you know, a person can put out a picture in no time at all. And then we have what we call slow colors. I am kind of an in-between. Bubbles, she colors a little slower, but it's worth it. Like I said, that girl can put out some serious pictures. She's kind of the one that has made me slow down on my coloring a little bit and take a little bit more time with it, because watching what she turns out is amazing. So yeah, we all need to check out Bubble Studio and Coloring View. And yeah, I really like those girls. They're funny and very talented. All right, so let's see. Now we're going to put the silver on the red, and then we're going to call it a day. Again, start out with the furthest side so you don't stick your hand on the wet gel pen and smear it all over your picture. I say that because I have done it many a times. You get coloring and just forget that your gel pen is going to be wet because, you know, you've colored with pencil. And although I've been hearing, and I've never done it, I mean, when you color and you go like this to brush away the crumbs or whatever, you will smear the crumbs across the picture, so that's why I use the brush. But I've heard of people like you see how my hand is down on the page. Oh, that just kind of went across the wrong way. Smearing their pencils like that, and I've never done that, so I don't know exactly how they're meaning, but I guess you just really want to watch. You know, if you don't trust it, use a paper towel underneath your hand. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It won't hurt anything. And you won't smear anything. All right. Looks really good. All right. I'll show you the red one, and then we'll call it a day. All right. You see the silver? And then on the little stick. And I think that's going to be it for me today, you guys. My throat's getting worse, and I need to take care of some stuff with dinner. And we will talk to you guys tomorrow, I'm sure. y'all have a good night, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.